Yo, Giants Nation, let's fire it up. Strap in, because we're diving into the heart of the New York Giants 2025 training camp. And the stakes couldn't be higher. Imagine this. Our all-pro anchor on the offensive line is fighting to get back on the field. Our superstar wideout is ready to unleash havoc. And a new-look roster is gearing up to shock the NFL. But with injuries already looming, can Big Blue stay healthy and make a statement in the brutal NFC East? Drop a comment right now. Do you think our key players are ready to dominate, or are these injury concerns a red flag? Let's unpack the latest New York Giants news and get hyped for what's coming in 2025. All right, Giants fans, training camp is officially underway at the Quest Diagnostics Training Center, and the New York Giants are ready to turn the page on last year's 3-14 nightmare. General Manager Joe Schoen and head coach Brian Daboll are in a prove-it year, and they've got a roster packed with talent and potential. But the big story out of camp is the injury watch, and it starts with our cornerstone left tackle, Andrew Thomas. The New York Post Paul Schwartz reports that Thomas, who's been sidelined by a Liz Frank injury since mid-October 2024, is on the active/PUP list as camp kicks off. Don't panic yet. Head coach Brian Daboll is dropping some positive vibes, saying he expects Thomas to be ready for Week 1 against the Washington Commanders on September 7th. That's huge news for a Giant offensive line that's been desperate for stability. So, Giants Nation, are you feeling confident about Thomas anchoring the line, or are you worried about his recovery? Hit the comments and let's talk. Let's dive into Andrew Thomas's story, because this guy is the backbone of our O-line. The 2020 first-round pick has been a stud when healthy, earning All-Pro honors and signing a massive extension in 2023. But injuries have been a problem. A nagging hamstring issue cost him 7 games in 2023, and last year's Liz Frank injury sidelined him for 11 more, leaving the Giants line in shambles. Thomas opted for surgery after the injury, and while initial hopes had him back for OTAs, the team took a cautious approach, holding him out of the offseason program. Now, he's rehabbing and building up during camp, with free agent addition James Hudson stepping in as the first-string left tackle until Thomas is ready. Per Giants.com, the O-line allowed 49 sacks last season, 22nd in the league, so getting Thomas back to full strength is non-negotiable. If he's not ready soon, alarm bells could start ringing. But Daboll's optimism has me hopeful. What's your take, Giants Nation? Can Thomas return All-Pro form, or is the O-line still a weak spot? Drop it below. Now, let's shift gears to a guy who's got every Giants fan buzzing, Malak Neighbors. Our first-round pick from 2024 is back and ready to roll, with no restrictions as camp opens. Per Fox Sports' Ralph Vacchiano, Neighbors dealt with a lingering toe injury from his LSU days during the offseason, but it never caused him to miss a game in college or his rookie season, where he exploded for 109 catches, 1,204 yards, and 7 touchdowns, numbers that landed him as the NFL's 7th-best receiver per ESPN. The Athletic's Dan Duggan notes that Neighbors might need surgery down the line, but for now, he's full speed ahead, ready to catch passes from our new QB, Russell Wilson. Speaking of Russ, Daboll confirmed via ESPN's Jordan Raanan that the 10-time Pro Bowler is the unchallenged starter over rookie Jackson Dart, and Wilson's already raving about Neighbors, saying he was a big reason he signed with the Giants. Picture this: Wilson airing out to Neighbors for a 60-yard touchdown in Week 1. MetLife would erupt. So, Giants Nation, how many yards do you think Neighbors racks up this season? Give me your bold predictions in the comments. While we're on injuries, let's talk about another key piece. Left guard Jon Runyan Jr., the 2024 free agency pickup, who signed a 3-year, $30 million deal, is coming off not 1 but 2 surgeries. According to The Athletic's Dan Duggan, Runyan had ankle surgery and a shoulder procedure after playing through a separated shoulder last year. Despite the injuries, he started all 17 games in 2024, showing the kind of toughness we need up front. With 2 years left on his contract, Runyan's health is critical for an O-line that's also counting on players like center John Michael Schmitz and right tackle Evan Neal to step up. If Thomas and Runyan can stay healthy, this line could finally give Wilson protection he needs to sling it to Neighbors, Darius Slayton, and Wan'Dale Robinson. What's your vibe on the O-line, Giants Nation? Can they hold up against monsters like the Eagles' Hasten Reddick or the Cowboys' Micah Parsons? Let's hear it. Let's zoom out and talk about why these injury updates matter for the Giants' 2025 outlook. The NFC East is a war zone, with the Super Bowl champion Eagles, a 12-win Commanders team led by Jaden Daniels, and the Cowboys, who've beaten us 8 straight times thanks to Dak Prescott. Add in a brutal schedule with matchups against Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, and Justin Herbert. And the Giants can't afford to have key players like Thomas, Neighbors, or Runyon sidelined. But it's not just about the offense. The defense, led by Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and rookie Abdul Carter, is poised to make waves. Lawrence had 7.5 sacks last season. Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau combined for 18, and Carter's 12 college sacks have X buzzing with Micah Parsons comparisons. New additions like cornerback Paulson Adebo and safety Javon Holland are set to fix our 24th-ranked pass defense. If the O-line holds up and the defense clicks, we could pull off some upsets. Which matchup are you most hyped for, Giants Nation? Drop it below. I've got some fresh New York Giants news to keep this hype train rolling straight from Giants. Com and X posts. Training camp kicked off today, July 23rd, 2025, with 11 open practices for fans to catch the action live. The team's 25 questions in 25 days series is building buzz, with one question focusing on potential captains. Wilson the lock, but could Thomas or even Neighbors get the nod? X-Posts are also hyping a San Diego workout where Wilson, Neighbors, Tyrone Tracy Jr., and others were grinding together, showing early chemistry. Giants.com reports that Thomas is progressing well, with trainers closely monitoring his rehab, while Neighbors was seen torching DBs in early drills. I verified Thomas's injury timeline and Neighbors' stats, 109 catches, 1,204 yards, via NFL.com and ESPN to ensure accuracy. Any other Giants news you're hearing? Share in the comments and I'll keep you posted. Let's talk about the bigger picture, because this season's about defying the odds. Bleacher Report's Mo Moton predicted we'd finish last in the NFC East, but with Thomas anchoring the line, Neighbors lighting up defenses, and a pass rush that could terrorize QBs, I'm not buying it. The Giants have that underdog DNA. Think 2007, when we stunned the 18-0 Patriots. I'm dreaming of a Week 1 upset where Thomas stonewalls the Commanders' D-line, Neighbors hauls in a deep TD, and Carter sacks Daniel for a loss. That's the kind of start that could flip the narrative. But the injury concerns are real. Thomas and Runyon need to stay healthy, and Neighbors can't afford setbacks. So, Giants Nation, what's your gut saying? Are we ready to shock the NFL? Or do these injuries worry you? Drop your take below. Here's the deal. The Giants are built for a breakout. Wilson's experience, Neighbors' star power, and a defense loaded with playmakers like Lawrence, Burns, and Carter gives a shot to compete with anyone. But it all hinges on health. If Thomas and Runyon can protect the pocket and Neighbors stays at full speed, we could light up scoreboards and steal wins in this brutal division. Imagine MetLife rocking after a primetime win over Philly, with Neighbors celebrating the end zone and Carter chasing Hurts out of bounds. That's the vision, Giants Nation. Are you feeling it too? All right, Big Blue faithful, it's time to bring it home. The 2025 season is our chance to show the NFL what New York Giants football is all about: grit, heart, and a never-say-die attitude. Smash that like button if you're all in for Andrew Thomas, Malak Neighbors, and this squad. Drop a comment with your predictions for Week 1. And subscribe to the channel for all the latest New York Giants news. Don't forget to share this video with every Giants fan you know. Let's build this community and make some noise. I'm hyped, you're hyped, and the Giants are ready to roll. Let's go Big Blue. See you in the comments, and as always, go Giants.